Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope y'all are doing great. Today we're going to be making a little book, mini flip book, using these I got from Hobby Lobby. I want to say last year. I think last year. It could have been the beginning of this year. Maybe it was the beginning of this year. I don't know. I have not went to chase the new Hobby Lobby clearance stuff that I've seen pop up in my feed on YouTube because I was like, I have too much. But I do want to, I'm going through my stuff to get rid of things. And I picked this up. You see what this says, 2023. And I just now opened it. And I want to see what's in here so we can add to the flip. So I'm going to take these things out first and see. I have some of these pieces, I believe, are like a little paper. I want to say they came from Joann Fabric a while back. I think they did at least. And then we have some twilling papers, some numerical numbers. Right now, I know a lot of people are going crazy over the stuff from Ollie's. I actually want to go there today, Saturday, to look at some coloring books. I have a weird plan I want to do. These are some flowers, very pretty flowers. It was $4. I think they had a sale, maybe 50% off that color. I don't know, it was a while back. And then these, we'll probably use these today and more. And these, I'm not a big alpha person. And then they have these twilling pieces, some more stickers. I don't know how you feel about going through a treasure trove of random stuff, but I always enjoy looking at it. So the person shops at Hobby Lobby, it looks like. There's no place like home. We're going to use some of these today. And then I always enjoy finding a random assortment of stuff. I don't know what it is, darling, but I do. I really, really do. More twirling stuff is in here. I don't want to pull all that stuff out because I'm going to have to put it all back. But we got some more cute little stickers. And then we have some stencils right here. And you can see more quilling, not twill, quilling stuff. Quilling. I know words. They may not always be right, but I know words. Quilling things. And you can take these and make flowers with them by themselves. So let's get situated. Before we get situated, just butterflies, heart, stars, fleur de lis, and like a little flower. Very cute. Then we got some lace stickers, two of those. And then we have these right here. I'm not a big fan of adhesive stencils because for some reason they just don't always want to be my friend. But there they are, right? And then I like these sentiments, but I don't know if they're going to work for me. And then we have some 6 designs. This dog is so cute. We got this one, which is chevrons and a damask. Then we have circles and waves, triangle and beehive, which you all know I keep telling you I used to be a big beehive person. And then we have this, which is flowers. Very cool looking. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna use this color maybe, and this one. It don't really matter. I don't think it really matters. A big deal. We got 1, 2, 3. Also, yesterday I told you all I have jury duty on the 15th, but I was saying next week. I have jury duty on the 15th, but it's in 2 weeks. I looked at the calendar. I was like, oh, I'm trying to rush September now. So I'm going to take these and turn them inside out. except for this one. So this will be our front cover. Let's do this like we know how to do this. Then we'll have this on the inside. And then we'll need this as our back cover. So inside, glued together, flowers, inside, flowers. All right. You know, I noticed that Hobby Lobby, I think all of us have noticed that Hobby Lobby tends to only keep stuff for seasons, right? Every 3 months they do a huge clearance. And I think social media has created a sense of urgency, right? Like we need to go to Hobby Lobby. We don't really need to go to Hobby Lobby. We want to go to Hobby Lobby. Like I want to go to Hobby Lobby today, not for any sales, but I just want to look at some sentiment stuff. But I think what I'm going to do, we may take that journey together on here. I'm going to probably just make some. I saw this thing on Pinterest yesterday, and I was like, I could probably do that. And so I just need to get the layout. And I'm learning. I'm going to be learning how to use Canva real soon because I use Publisher, Microsoft Publisher, to do a lot of my paper stuff. Publisher, photo, not photo, Publisher and PowerPoint. I was not going to move until I got that word out my face. PowerPoint. Also, I have this other thing. I can't remember if I showed you on the video or not. I don't recall. I know I was doing a video and then I stopped making the video, but I had got this wall collage thing. It's brand new from the thrift store, um, and has a lot of cute little sayings in. So we'll probably use that on here too. I want this to be just a little motivational book. Of course, pictures go in here. It's a little album book, right? I want to get some videos done because I want to just take like 3 days and empty out one room in the house and do that room and then go to the next room, take 3 days, empty out all that stuff. And I've been going through some of my son's stuff and I'm realizing that I need to get rid of a lot of stuff from him. I just recently got rid of his baby clothes. Not that I was like, oh, I'm going to have another kid, but I didn't think. My neighbor that lives here, well, my neighbor when I lived in Mississippi, she said that she was having a baby, and so I gave her a lot of his little bitty baby clothes. But I had so much stuff that he never even got a chance to wear. Because you know they grow fast sometimes or slow. It depends on what's going on with the kiddo. But in his case, he grew pretty fast, and me not paying attention like I should have been, I didn't get to do his things properly. Let me get this other stuff. Okay, so it comes on these large sheets. I think these are 8.5 by 11, maybe bigger sheets, and they have all these little sayings in it. Like, if you believe it, you can do it. So I really was looking at this, and I was like, oh, I have these cards, and then I need to go through some stuff. Like, I don't need every sticker ever created. I don't think you need every sticker created, but I think sometimes we feel like that. And I recently was doing something where I was like, oh, I don't need this. Like, I really don't need this. And then I kind of felt bad. I think for me personally, I feel really guilty when I've purchased something and I don't use it. I shouldn't feel guilty, but I do because I feel like I'm being very wasteful. So, I've been watching a lot of videos about over consumerism, And I definitely feel like I am in that. You bought it, I like it, I want to get it, I want to try it mental state. I have a lot of them, but I don't want to. A lot of these things, I don't want to use all of them, but we're going to use a few of them. Because we don't, we don't. I don't need everything that I see people buy and use, and I don't want everything that you buy and everything that you use. Because some of the stuff that you buy I don't like, and some of the stuff that I buy, I'm sure you don't like, right? Um, and if you like the stuff that I buy, then I'm glad. I always try to tell you where I get it from. But I was watching this. I didn't watch the whole video. I saw a post by someone who had posted something. I'm not subscribed to it. It was just a. I was doing a search and it came up. They were talking about Nicole products purchased American Craft, and now some of their favorite designers are not there anymore. Maggie Holmes. What's the other lady? Jen Hatfield. It was a few that she listed. I don't know if this is true, so I can't really speak on it. But she had listed a few, and she was saying that they saw a post. It was kind of a bizarre post by American Crafts, and then it was missing. If you remember, Love Nicole um, was a part of AC Moore, and I'm assuming that those are the same company, right? I'm assuming. I could be wrong. As well as, remember, AC Moore purchased the craft store that I used to buy stuff offline, and then they got consumed in, and then AC Moore went out of business. So people are saying, um, is this the end of crafting as we know it? And I'm going to tell you, it's been the end of crafting as we know it since the very beginning of AC Moore going out of business. I never had this store where I live, Pack and Tan, I think it's called. When they went out of business, I think Michaels bought them. Hancock Fabrics going out of business. That should have been our writing on the wall, if you will, when we should have been a little bit more guarded with the companies that we enjoy. But we weren't. We weren't. We were still out here willy nilly. We were still out here doing, not protecting the craft companies, not saying, oh, I want these people to stay in business, so let me use them instead of going online and getting the stuff. But at the same time, I used to like to go into Hancock Fabrics. I rarely bought stuff out of Hancock Fabrics, but I got stuff from Hancock Fabrics. I like going in there because they had buttons, really pretty Jesse James buttons, and the little jewelry packets that Jesse James have. Well, Walmart has Jesse James packets, I think. And then, well, I was gonna say, I think companies that have longevity, they find places to get their stuff sold in. So it's not like we're gonna miss out on the company. I just don't like the companies going out of business and then they're losing employees, and then employees are losing jobs, and then jobs means no money to provide for your family. That's always my ultimate, like, what are they going to do now? Not so much, oh, this company went out of business, but what are the employees going to do? Of course, the logical answer is get another job or find something else to do, or, um, but in general, it's a very weird situation that we're currently in, because everyone's like, stop complaining about the tariffs, just pay the tariffs. Well, this is something that we should put in perspective. I don't know what the number is on tariffs. I don't know if the tariffs are on hold. I don't know what's going on. But if you go from buying this one marker, any type of writing utensil, for a quarter, and now it's $2, and you need 20 of them, that's the problem. That's really the main issue, is the pricing. And you know we have to be more cognitive and aware of how the companies are taking advantage of us. Walmart's being sued for bumping up prices on people. Other companies are probably gonna lose money, gain money from that. So it's just best we are aware. If anything is made in China that we purchase, then we definitely should know that the price might go up. But if it's homegrown in the United States, the price is still going to go up because they need material. And some of the material this market is freight. Some of the material comes from other places. Like if you've ever looked at the back of something where it says where is it made at and it says made in America but parts from this spot and this spot, that's what that really means. Like we made it in America but we use all these parts from different countries. So good luck to you complaining. I've watched, I've seen a lot of people tell companies, shame on you for complaining about this, and why you want to purchase overseas versus in the States. I want to say it was a craft company, and they were talking about why they choose to make their dyes overseas, spellbinders. So a couple of weeks now, it was a couple of weeks back, maybe even July 2025, and they were saying how, the reason for going overseas versus in country. And one of the people that commented was like, stop complaining, just pay the tariff, something, something, something. It's very, in my opinion, rude. Not because what they said was valid or invalid, but I feel like we live in a society now where we don't care how we express certain things to people. We'll just say it and be like, well, it's the truth. You should be happy that I told you the truth. You should be okay with me telling you the truth. But not everybody wants to hear something negative the way you present it to them, right? I want to say, yeah, this company, Hildy Grace, Heidi Grace definitely came from Joanne Fabric. So we're going to put these flowers over here as well. I try to stay out of political conversations because my political views may not be the same as others. And so it's never really, we'll never be on one page about how we feel about political views, religion. It's a few things that I learned a while back that just keep your mouth closed and things will be okay. There's no place. I want to put there's no place like home, but I also want to put so beautiful right here. I feel like the sticker was taken off and then restuck because it's a weird sticky feeling. And we put it on Cricket because that's how we live our life. We just go. We didn't even think about it. I didn't even figure that out properly. It's all right. It could have been worse. I could have put it on upside down. All right. So we're gonna put this here. Yep. I don't know why I colored that. I just had to color something, right? Always trying to color something. We're already in September, right? As you know. But in like 3 days, what today's the 6th, 4 days, it'll be the 10th. That is so crazy. This year is just zipping by. I urge you, I deplore you to stop and smell the roses. I ask you, take some time for yourself. Even if it's a small coffee break or a tea break or I'm gonna make me a fancy sandwich break. Take that time. Yesterday, Friday evening, well, Thursday, last week, I had bought some ice cream and I had wanted to make milkshakes with it. And I had told my son I want to make some milkshakes because I didn't want to have to go spend $7 on one milkshake. I could buy all the ingredients for it. roughly about $7, and we can have more than one milkshake. So I haven't been feeling very well this week. I haven't been feeling well for a while, but this week I just was not feeling my best. And so I had told him I want to do it on Thursday. I wanted to do it on Thursday, but I did not do it on Thursday. I told him, we'll do it tomorrow, which was Friday. And Friday is always a better thing to do anyway because we don't have school the next day. And we can kind of stay up late or, be silly if we want to be silly. But my son is not having that with me right now. He wants to play video games. And then he'll turn around and be like, will you play with me? No, I'm not playing no video games with you. Anyway, so I made the milkshakes yesterday and they were too thin. They were like smoothies. He was like, these are so good. I was like, no, they're not. He was like, my son, this is my son, right? He was like, yeah, they taste more like smoothies, but they're still good. They're really good, mommy. I'm like, they're not good. They're not good. I have to do better. That's what I told him. And I want to always be transparent with him about me improving my life because if I can show him that if I am improving, then he can improve, right? Like if he's struggling with certain things, you can do better. Um, our love is strong. I cherish our, you make me, no, we don't want that. We don't want no heart skipping a beat from another human in this book. This is all about you, self love, you. You can do better. You are the one. Let's put look at you. I think these stickers have probably had the stickiness gone. So we're just gonna put a little bit of glue right here. And we're gonna put this in the middle, right there. Look at you. Yeah. And then we're gonna go back to this so beautiful in a minute because I feel like this might be a little bit too bold. That image might be a little bit too bold for that particular thing. But this is not. I'm not lazy. My energy. I'm on my energy saving mode. That's so cute. So let's move that there. And this has some stickers in it. So sweet. All right, so we got these two. Well, one. And I am enjoying this like that. So we could just do this, right? Can we please get this to stay taped down? I think that's the only bad part about buying a project stickers from other spots. You never know how old the sticker really is. So I'm going to just glue up one side and the bottom. So we got that. I got this. And I think we can put these right here. Now, let's go back over here. If you believe it, you can do it. I don't know if that's going to be a good sentiment now. I think that sticker, So beautiful. All right. I'm going to use these believe. Okay. All right. Now we need this. I feel like this bird is important for us as well. This is my Family My Joy scrapbookmemoriesclub.com. So I don't know if you all, I'm not familiar with that, but you may be. You know, when I've been posting the videos, it was like you're coming up on your something year anniversary. And I had I want to say I've had my YouTube account since 2005 or 6. So it's very interesting that they tell you this. But YouTube, like I told y'all, I really wanted to get monetized this year. I wanted to be monetized last year, but I have given up that desire. And now I just want to create and have fun and enjoy. And if it ever happens, it happens. If it doesn't ever happen, so be it. I'm not chasing that dream of disappointment. I don't want to be saddened. Saddened is a good word. Yeah, I don't want to be saddened by any of those thoughts, those ambitions. I just want to continue to give what I have and be happy with it. And hopefully, you all are happy with what I've been giving you. If not, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do but give you what I got? That's all I can do. Good vibe sounds nice right now, but that doesn't match. Okay, so we just need one spot over here. Do I have that sticker? I had pulled out that stamps, the stamps. They're not there anymore. Of course not. Of course they're not there, ma'am. Did you expect for you to actually put them back in that spot? So we're going to take some kind of wonderful, and I found my little puncher. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to make it work. Look at that. Okay. Today my son's going to a birthday party, and I don't think I have a card for that little girl. I don't know. I don't even I don't like making birthday cards for little kids. I realize that. I'm always nervous. And in my head I'm like, why are you nervous if a kid likes your card or not? And I'm like, because those are the hardest people to please. Like kids are so hard to please. And then the adult me is like, why are you trying to please a kid? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I don't want them not to like my son, I guess, over something I did. And then I just tell myself, let it go. They're kids. They're gonna throw that thing right in the trash. So no sense in even being upset about it. This person that made that this crafter, I feel like they were very organized. Very organized. Right, so we got that. Some kind of wonderful. I like to put that little card there, but lately I've been kind of not going by my standard. Let's put that card right there. Mm. We're going to use Wild and Crazy. Hold on. I was trying to figure out why it was so chunky. Now I know. I need to keep that one there. Let's see if I can't. Uh-oh. If I can gently. The answer is no, I can't gently move it. That's okay though. I'm going to move it, but I ruined the little flower. Yep. So there we go. With that, we need a sentiment on here. Let's see. I think we might have to finish this on Monday because tomorrow's our coloring collab. So, yep, let's finish this on Monday because I'm already at 30, past 30 minutes. So, anyway, we'll finish this on Monday. I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Until next time, happy crafting.